Hey everyone, how you doing? We're going to be back with Kingdoms and Castles, and we're going to be doing something very different this time. So we're going to be using a randomizer wheel, and it's going to really just randomize the stats we use and pick, and then also we're going to dictate some other features of the game, and our job is to survive, I think, for about 200, maybe 100 years, really depends on how I'm feeling. And I didn't come up with this idea alone. Tiro, I don't know how to say his name. He did it first on his Civ 7 video, and I watched it, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. So shout out to him for coming up with the idea first, and, also don't forget to watch his videos, because he's a small creator like me, so let's send some help to other people. Anyway, let's get right into this. Alright, so this is going to be the wheel which we use. So this is going to be for our land size. So we got small, medium, and large. So hopefully we get something pretty decent here. I want at least a medium plus, but if we get a small, it is what it is. And that is a small. Okay, that is going to be interesting, boys. Alright, for the next spin, that's going to dictate our disasters and low frequency, medium frequency, and high, and it is going to be low. Alright, so that's good. So we're going to have not that many droughts and not that many earthquakes and possible plagues. So that's pretty good spin. So far, we're doing, I want to say decent. I can survive on low, not low, small land, so that's pretty good. And lastly, we are going to be spinning on, nice, 150 million. We're going to be spinning on the percentage chance of the different effects. So that is fire chance, food effects, and stuff like that. So let's see what we get here. I hope it's 100 because then that's making my life easier. And it is 200? Yeah, 200. All right. So I feel really confident in this one. So we're going to have a great time, boys. Alright, so this is the island we picked out, which was going to be a small island, which works out pretty well. And of course, I have my modifiers on with formation chance of droughts and earthquakes going on for a bit, around 20%. And of course, I changed up the strength just to make it a little bit more difficult, so we're not dealing with like 1 or 2. We're dealing with actual like problems. And of course, as you can see, change my modifiers, and that should be good. So my goal here is going to be surviving for about 100 years. I keep almost saying days, but this should be relatively easy. I think we got relatively lucky. Thank you, Mr. Wheel, for not trying to kill us. And let's start getting things down. So we're going to place these bad boys down over here. I think I want to really start getting food down here because this is such a big spot that we can easily kind of survive on. So it's not going to be that bad. And if I do feel kind of crazy, we might be surviving till year 150, really depending on how I'm feeling. We also are supposed to get a storm in my area, which isn't good, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully the recording doesn't crash and things don't go too crazy, but knowing my luck, it will. So, to not make a mistake I've done before in the past with this mod, the Insanity mod, we're going to actually start placing down our farms relatively quickly, because that is one of the things I normally forget to do, and it makes me feel kind of stupid when, we're hungry, and then I just remembered, oh, yeah, we have 200% modifier for food consumption. Lovely! Alright, I don't know how loud that clap was, hopefully it wasn't too loud. Also, the storm is definitely coming in, so I'm worried about it taking the power out, which my house didn't have any problems, but of course a lot of other places did in our small little town. So yeah, let's hope nothing bad or stupid happens, which I don't feel like it's going to happen, but I'm going to say that, and the next thing you know, we're going to be winning, and then a lightning bolt strikes through my window right into me, blowing up my computer and me. Okay, so we're doing pretty decent here. It's going to be a nice and slow, steady game here. I'm also going to change up the way I'm going to cut in and out of my videos. I'm going to most likely do it maybe more frequently or even less frequently, but longer yapping. So it really depends on how things go. And, I'm just going to, of course, change things up and see what you guys like. So, yeah, we're going to try to do more frequent cutting ins and outs. But as you can see, we're doing pretty good. With 200% modifier for food, this is actually holding out pretty steady. We're actually staying around the 30 plus mark for food, even though we have more people, which is pretty good. So I think we're doing pretty decent when it comes to overall just survivability, especially early game. Nice, like I kind of do like the small islands, like they make a nice nice and little cozy. I don't know, it's just a nice little feeling. Stone wise, it is all separated, which is actually pretty good if you think about it, because we can have 3 major stone quarries, which I do like. I don't like it when they're both close together to a point where you can only build one. I really do hate that. It does annoy me. And also we do have our mods from before, so we do have new houses mod, and we can actually use our, what was it, our DLC mod too, which is actually not mod but just DLC, which is kind of funny, because if you use it on certain, you know, mods, it doesn't work, so that's kind of funny. And we have drought for 4 years, and there's a fire. Thank you for that, game. Makes me remember to place down a well, which is going to be too late because well, I hate it here. Okay, so it's year 11, and we're doing pretty good. We are starting to set up our manners, and our food supply is doing really good. We got some berries, which I think I need more of, but yeah, we'll set that up right now because it's a nice little dark green strip. I love that about this game, this map. And as you can see, we have a windmill, so that's going to increase our overall effectiveness of food. And population-wise, I think we're doing pretty good. Now, I am worried about overextending myself, which is something I tend to do in this game. God damn it, a drought for 6 years. Okay. Oh my god. Anyway, resources we're actually doing really good on. Food supply is a little sketchy, but that's fine. Stone, we actually had over 180 till I did this, so boo-hoo-hoo, they can cry about it. We do need to start setting up defenses, though. We have yet to see the dragon, which is fine. I do need to just start, you know, building, so let's start doing this for now and get it out of the way. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna try to build it up. Well, maybe not. Because I was thinking about this. What if we put it somewhere else that's not protected? So, ooh, maybe the farms are over here. I mean, they can get that. Yeah, they should be able to get that. So we could just put it over here so it's kind of a mix of both. And it still has the range. So we're going to put it right about here. And we're going to place our tower right there, so we can actually get both the farms and this house along with this up here. So I feel like that's going to make my life a little bit easier and safer, because oh my god, early game has not been good for me recently. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? 6 people visited, but none could find a home. A good sign. I think the game might be bugged, but we're gonna try to work this one through. Also, I don't know why the game looks so good right now, but oh my god, okay. But as you can see, we have a warehouse. Might as well just talk about what I got going. We got a warehouse mainly for our resources because we are starting to pile up. I want them to kind of be a little bit more logistical. Wow, I stuttered right there. Logistical when it comes to resources, and I'm worried that the game didn't recognize it as enemies because it's year 14, no dragons, no Vikings. When this always happens, I'm worried. Someone just teleport. Like, I hate it when this happens because it makes me think I didn't put it on the right settings, which is making me kind of worried, but I know I did. I know for a fact I did, but we're gonna have to wait and see here. Oh my Christ, okay, we do have it working. Oh god, thank you. Okay, so it just took so long. I also did refresh the game because we still had that issue of people visiting, but they are not really, you know, finding a house. So it did work. Oh my god, I was really worried that, like, I pressed the wrong thing. But it's just that I got super lucky and they're just showing up way later than oh my god, I honestly am just so lucky with this, like, first randomizer. I'm not gonna lie to you, but oh my god. Okay, so we're doing great here, guys. Yeah, okay, I thought he was on for a second. We're doing great here. Resources are pumping in. Food is fooding. As you can see, we have over 200, which is kind of weird. Let me make sure it didn't reset the values. Okay, it did not reset the values. Perfect. We're just that good when it comes to food. All right, so I don't know how this is keeping up with all my citizens, but you know what, I ain't gonna complain. We're gonna roll with it. The Vikings are gonna get their butt cheeks clapped because they're gonna take too long to show up, and I'm just gonna be over here basically piling my resources up, and let's start focusing on defense. I think that would be a really good one for me, at least, not for them. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I looked away and came back and they're here, but I think we got it. Oh my god, wait, do we have it? Are we cooking? Come on, don't let it burn, don't let it burn. Oh, let's go. All right, wasn't even paying attention, and we won our first raid, which was at year 20. All right, so we're doing great. If we keep this up, we won't lose anyone. And now that I said that, we're gonna lose everything. But you know what? We're doing really good here. Like this is actually one of my better gameplays, especially when it comes to the insanity mod, hardcore stuff. I think I learned a lot here. And as you can see, yeah, I did put the well inside the house, so we don't have it like just in the middle of the road. Yeah, so I've just been adopting that strategy. Pretty good, pretty swick, and we're gonna wait for this to build up, and I'm gonna try to fill this all in. And as you can see, we are moving up in life because we are starting to get charcoal. So what we're gonna do, oh, we're actually doing really good, and we're doing really hot actually. Like, I'm actually impressed with myself. So I'm gonna try to build a where do I even want this ballista tower? I don't want it in the view of the kingdom, but it's also like it's gonna happen. So let's just put it right over here. So then, well, actually, let's plan this out actually. So if we put it right about here, somewhere here in the middle, it's gonna capture mainly all of this. But if we put it over here, it wouldn't be that bad. It gets the main area here. It captures the farms over here. This, I feel like, would be a really good spot, to be honest. So let's try to get this up early since... Oh, wait. We're going to need a lot more money. Yeah, so let's try to get this up early so we can actually get the dragon. Normally, we miss the second attempt, but we're going to try to fix that today. And we're going to try to at least kill him by making a 2x3 ballista tower, and hopefully we can get it up pretty high. I think I mean, I could just build it right now, but I don't want them going too crazy. Well, I mean, we'll build it up a little bit and see how well this goes. I don't want them to be too crazy on this, but we do have to wait for money anyway, so it's not going to hurt to build it up right now. Man, we are already 1/4 of the way done, and we're just doing great. Taking our time still, and we're just having a good old time. So I think all these are pretty much done. Yes? No, they are not. Okay, so we're still going to have to wait for them to finish, which is fine. We actually have Vikings coming up soon anyway, so we might as well build these up a little bit at a time. And I think we are going to be ready for when the Vikings/dragons come, because I normally don't have this up in time, because the dragons are normally coming in for a second attack on wave 7 or year 17. But as you can see, we're actually popping off this gameplay, like I mentioned before. We're just doing so good right now. I'm just so happy the fact that we're not all on fire. So I'm gonna wait for this to go up a little bit more, because I think at the next tier is when you really get more people, when they're a little bit happier. So I should maybe make another tips and tricks video and maybe add on to it or something, because like wouldn't be bad. I learned a lot in this gameplay, or not this gameplay, but just overall. So let's get this bad boy going, get some people happy. We're gonna try to make them up, and well, they're all the way over there. I think we might be able to cover with this guy. Not fully staffed. What do you mean by that? Why are you not? Oh no. Oh, okay, so that is a lot of people in the military. You know what? It is what it is. That's all I can say. You know what? People, we're very patriotic here. All right, so let's see how well this goes. I think it's going to go pretty well, because we just got 21 people in our town. So I will say that is a major win. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a really good strike, and they are down. They are down for the count. And let's watch the next group come in, and they are just getting shot. I don't think I can say certain words now because I am being monetized, so gotta watch what I say. Anyway, we're gonna wait for the dragon to come up. This guy is gonna have an unfortunate event, which is not gonna be my problem. It's gonna be his. Yeah, he's coming in. This man doesn't know. He thinks it's gonna be a nice, simple attack. This man's about to get shot out of the sky. I can't wait for this. Where is he? Oh yeah, you are screwed, dude. Once they lock in, you're done. You're done. I think this is... I don't think it's gonna one-shot him, but I think it's gonna be relatively close. Ooh! Come on, can we get another shot on him? Yeah, get away, you coward. That's what I thought. Yeah! Oh my god. That really just utterly, like, hurt him a lot. I like how they just float down from the tower, like they have, like, chickens on their heads, and it just glides them. This is a silly, goofy game sometimes. This might be... What the hell was that? Oh, I'm hearing thunder. Lightning and the thunder, am I right, boys? Alright, so we have our farm down here. I think we might be fine. Okay, of course I had to say something. Alright, so they're going down here. Of course that got destroyed. At least it's destroying the new stuff. I mean, it's nothing... Okay. Oh, wow, that's a lot of fire. You it's not that bad. It's just new stuff. We have a water thing right here. We're stomping it, just only new stuff that got burned. I'm not gonna cry about it, even though my people are. Well, people. Anyway, so we're doing pretty good. I'm starting to slowly expand. I'm not going to do anything crazy like a clustered building. We're just going to try to just place down homes. So, like I said, nothing too fancy. And as you can see, we also have a swine herd, something we normally never have this early in the game, which is pretty cool. So, as you can see, got a lot of things building. Yeah, I'll take them off from that. And now we can have these guys down here doing whatever they need to. So we got some people left over, so we're going to put them in here, do about 50. I am trying to start pairing off early game too, but as you can see, that's taking forever. So once we get that done, we can actually start working on other things. But I'm pretty happy we get our meat supply up and early. So one thing I do need to do as well is start placing this bad boy so we can actually have it later game. That's kind of one thing I actually forgot to do. So I'm going to place it right about here. And let's also place, where is it? Baker, that's the one. And we're going to place it right about here. And I also have a dock in the side that's going to be made in the future. We're going to place our clinic right over here, nice and snug over there. And everything is on fire again. Please stop it. I didn't forget this time. Here comes the Vikings and here comes the Dragons. Relatively the same time. That one might hurt a little bit. Well, maybe not actually, because if they burn the foresters, who cares? They burn the forest. I should maybe get that mod, the forest fires mod. That actually would be pretty cool. What is going on up here? Yeah, get out of here, dude. Little monster. Yeah, I actually fully upgraded the tower too. So we're going to have a good range on this guy. He's going to really pick off a lot of them, which is good because now this tower is pretty much going to wipe this guy out. Maybe not. Oh, okay. And oh yeah, okay, so we're doing pretty good. We're cooking, and as you can see, the dock and the merchant ship is coming over, so we're hopefully going to have a lot of money here. I'm actually going to boost this all the way to see if we can get if there's an upgrade, we can get it. Let's place this bad boy down so we can actually increase our overall treasury and income. And let's see what we got here. All right, so nothing too fancy. Of course, this, did I do that? I did do that. Okay, perfect. Do I want to buy? Yeah, I'll buy more stone. Why not? And okay, so our money is pretty solid. We can actually sell our charcoal, which is going to be all of it. And we actually have a lot of money now, which is really good. So what we can do, since we just won, is turn off our defenses. Something I've been doing pretty good on is turning them on and off. I wish there was a state of, well, there is, but I don't think it works like that. Where whenever they're about to show up, they automatically get in there, and then they leave once after. So that would be a really cool mod to have. But of course, the modding community is pretty much dead on this game, so I can only dream. So we're gonna try to start getting some more houses down so we can properly expand, and I'm gonna try to be a little bit more aggressive here, since that does not sound good. I should maybe check up on the outside and make sure nothing's exploding. Oh yeah, so we finally hit year 50, and I'd like to say we're doing pretty good, taking our time, doing things slow. This is one of my better gameplays, to be honest. Like, I'm really happy with kind of the outcome of how we are right now. Normally we would be sometimes a little farther out, but doesn't matter to me. We're taking things slowly, and that's all that matters. So we're going to start slowly again and place down 2 fishing huts. Why not? We're doing good up here with our meat alone, getting about 61. So let's vary it up with fish, and that should extend their overall life and health to about 100 years. So then we don't really have to worry about, people dying of population. And as you can see down here, we are also starting to expand our housing again. So we have a lot of people, which is perfect. I guess we can start leaving them in our defenses because we have a lot of people, which is a really good sign. As you can see down over here, I kind of slapped everything together, kind of more compact, kind of like Tetris. We got everything going, and then at the very end of this nice little road, we have the tavern. So we're not going to really do much over there. I slapped this random tree of glory because why not? Part of me, I kind of don't want it there anymore. But what we can do is, part of me wants to wall off this area and just kind of just fancy it up. It's nothing special, but we aren't going to go too crazy. I might actually get a Noria because we might need a bathhouse soon, so I think I'm going to set that up right now. Let's get it. I'm trying to think of where I want a Noria. Can we actually slap it over here? We might be able to, since it's in this nice little cove. So can we actually get it to work? Oh my god, it does work. I am a professional at this game. So let's kind of block it off just in case. do something like that. It's going to be, that's going to be kind of hurting our overall people, but not really, actually. I think that's fine. So we're not going to do anything with this for now. What we can do is, once we get this up, we can place a bathhouse up over here. And then we can also place an irrigation system, maybe right over here. I kind of want to get iron, you know, I kind of want to get it. So let's place down maybe one or two of the two iron mines and see how well that goes, so we can actually get some of the more user specific buildings. Of course, get more tools. I do want to turn this into a large quarry, so I think that's what I'm going to try to aim for right now. Let's get some more money since we need it. Our money is kind of strained, but oh, never mind, 388. Okay, never mind, I lied. So that's my plan. Let's start setting up a large quarry as well, so we can get that going, and let's hope this finishes as well. And then I'm going to try to structure everything to where it doesn't look like it's garbage. Might even just put it right up over here, and then place the irrigation system right here, so it actually encompasses this entire area, because I don't think we need this large plot of land. So of course, seed's going to be in the description. If you want to play on an easier difficulty, we can, or you can. I might actually return to this map and play on just a normal difficulty and see how well we can kind of build this up on a small island. I really do like small island gameplays because you get some pretty cool stuff over here, but that might be in the future, who knows. Oh boy, the Vikings are invading on two different sides, but we have our military up. Oh, that is not gonna be fun. We definitely need to start making more defenses here. This one we should be fine. We have one archer tower down over here, so we can definitely take that out. This one might be a little bit more disastrous, but that one's being taken out. They're going right for that, which is fine. And okay, so that definitely is going to be a problem, and that's also going to be a problem too, because now they're just attacking my houses, not really my other buildings. So that is not good at all. So what are they? Okay, you know what, I'm not going to complain about that, to be honest. So one house went down. Wait, what house went down? I guess it was this one that went down, but are they just, okay, you know what? We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to be saying, okay, let it happen. We are having some issues, so it seems like the food is catching up to us, and now we need to start kind of resupplying ourselves by making more farms. So hopefully this is enough. They should be 10 a year. We might need to start making more granaries, but we should be fine. We had some people die of food already, so that is a problem, but we're going to see how well this goes. I added 3 more farms down here. Even though it's not going to be 10, it's still going to be 7, which is more than 0. As you can see, our food supply is still going up, which is decent. Is it the best though? Most likely not, but it should be able to feed everyone. It looks like it is. Yeah, okay, so that's not bad. Okay, so we still have some food left over. Okay, so it's not the worst. And I am building defenses over here, and it looks like we just did a good thing by doing this over on the right hand side. As you can see, there is a lot of Vikings on this one side, so hopefully these guys can really just take them down, which might actually be good. Yeah, they're actually going, uh-oh, well, that's not good. At least we killed a lot of them over here, which is fine. Now the problem is, though, how well are they gonna do over here? Oh, that is not what we want. Well, that is a lot of fire. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this while I just let the whole entire farm burn down. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the entire farm is burning down, and that is not what we want. That is really not what we want here. Oh my god. Can we at least get enough food to supply ourselves a little bit more? Oh god. Oh no. Alright, so we did a good. You know, we did good until, you know, of course that happened. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought the whole thing would go down, but it didn't. So I'm not going to complain about that. But we did solve our food issue, so that's good for now, at least. Okay, so the Vikings are about to land. Please here. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, okay, yeah, good. So they're land. Okay, well, let's see what's going on here. All right, I'll just place you right there. So we have this all set up. Hopefully we can get this tower up and running, but they're all going to be down here, and we are prepared for them again down here. Thank Christ. I made this last second, and thank God they actually built it up. So hopefully it can actually take out a lot of them, or maybe even all of them. It looks like they are going to get relatively close. We got 3 towers on one little point, which is good. We pretty much took out a lot of them. Don't do it. Don't you do it. I know you're going to do it, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I can see it in your face. Yeah, you guys did it. All right, so we're pretty much well defended here. We don't have this sign covered, which I want to do last second again, but we have about 10 years to do that, so I kind of already have a, like, you know, a little idea, but we do need to peer this off so we actually don't have them walking around. We were lucky the fact they went up over this way, but we definitely need to start getting our defenses up and running, because I was too, you know, I was too happy, you know, sitting in our nice little comfy bubble being like, oh, we're gonna be invincible. Well, we somewhat are now, but it wouldn't be bad to really, you know, work on our defenses, especially now. And we're now starting to see some of the struggles of Insanity mod, which is definitely later game stuff, but, you know, I like to say I'm doing pretty good still, you know? Don't want to toot my own horn, but, you know, look at this. Look at that. Alright, we hit the 75 mark, so we are 3/4 of the way done. And of course, the Vikings are splitting up their routes, which is fine. I swear to God if they go over that way. Anyway, so this guy is done. We're doing pretty good on defenses. We're going to just wait for our stone to build up again, and we're going to wait to place it down. Cool, you got in. How long did that last? Alright, so it seems like they're going up over this way. They're definitely dead. Alright, so it seems like we made some pretty good defenses here, especially with what we have. I think we're good to place this now. And then I'm going to, of course, like, peer it off and stuff like that. But as you can see, a nice little kill area. Please stop them. I think we're doing a good job. Okay, well, that's cool. I love you threw a torch before you died. Like, that guy... I swear, I hate that man. Anyway, so this is what we have. Doing a really good job. Yeah, leave. Leave, you cowards. Yeah, you didn't want to mess with me. Anyway, this is what we have. What I'm going to try to do is build a library up over here and really just increase my defenses a little bit more, since we did increase our population by a little bit as well. So we're going to do something like this, and I do want to increase my ballistas because that big dragon is being a nuisance. So this is just basically going to one-shot him, or not one-shot him, but pretty much hurt him a lot more. And we're going to also try to place that library. I don't think we have enough. We don't have enough. Okay, so we're going to wait on that one, and we're also going to try to peer this off, and then increase our ballista defense. And then we should be pretty solid, unless this guy has the upgrade. This guy has not been given upgrades, which is kind of sad, but oh well. This thing is chugging out a lot of stone, which is what I want, and we should be all set till year 100. Okay, so currently the storm is happening, so let's hope it doesn't overtake my voice. But anyway, we have the library up and running now, and we just finished researching arrow technology. So should have maybe done the ballista first, but oh well. We're doing a good job. We have about 8 more years left, so I'm pretty happy with our small little kingdom here. And this actually does look like a nice little kingdom. You know, I'm actually pretty proud of this one. If we just take our time going things, like, you know, very nice and slowly. I was really worried about my food, but it looks like it's not really a problem anymore, so I'm pretty happy with that. I do need to block this off before Vikings decide, hey, you look pretty cool, and, you know, of course, try to do something funny. So we just have to survive for about 7 more years, which I think we can easily do. Really don't like the ballistas here. I might try to move it back, but there's no point, to be honest. It covers the entire kingdom and more, so honestly, it's a good place to put it right here. But the problem is, though, the dragon. So we're gonna have about 1 more wave. We're gonna do that wave and then just maybe end the video there. Okay, the dragons are coming in, and our money is actually not doing so hot, so we're going to have to really hold things off here. But here comes a dragon. We're going to get him down. Oh my god, that was 1 volley, so he's almost dead. Get that guy out of here. Get him out. All right, so we're going to try to finish things up and kind of just, you know, build some more. Oh, that might be a little difficult. So we're going to try to place more homes, give a better little feel here so we can mix it up. I'm gonna put some in the back here. This is something I wanted to try a long time ago, and that is kind of just give it a little bit more of a, you know, kind of a more messier look, having some more taller block houses in the middle of it. So that's going to be something I'm going to be trying here, and that would also really help my money supply. So we have about 1 year left for the Vikings, and that's going to almost pretty much put us at year 100. We have this bad boy coming in. Hopefully he has the money we need. If not, we can just trade for things, so that's fine. As you can see, 54 a year, not bad. Definitely need to, you know, improve my money. Oh, are you kidding me? Just beautiful tapestries. I hate that so much. All right, so let's sell that so we can have a little bit more of a money buffer zone here, because I don't like how low it is, and that should be good. So here comes the Vikings. Hopefully, oh, so it's going to really put us to the test over on this side, huh? Okay, so we should be good, I think. It's gonna definitely be overwhelming, but we do have these archer towers upgraded, so I'm curious on how this is going to go. I don't see any ballistas. It looks like a lot of them are actually retreating, which I don't blame them, but let's just watch this play out here. I'm gonna do this, and let's just watch them go to town here. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, that's what I like to see. I like how there's no water in the moat, so it looks like they're just like going down in a trench and they're just dying in there. So they're doing pretty good here. Oh, there is 2 catapults. That is not good. Well, actually, that's fine. We have a lot of defenses, and it looks like they won the fight, and they're gonna finish them off here, which is pretty good. Yeah, all right, so we pretty much won here. This tower still did not fall, which is perfect. So as you can see, we are year 98. I might as well just end the video here, because we just have 2 more years, and it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to get 100, because it's just going to be me sitting here staring at the screen wondering why am I here. So this is what we have after 100 years on the randomization wheel. Thank you for everyone for getting to the end. I'll give you a nice little, you know, heads up on the next video. We're going to be doing this again, but this time it's going to be a lot longer and on the elevation mod. So that is your nice little hint towards the next video. And I might even get it done a little bit before Friday, and just try to get more Kingdom and Castles out, since it looks like it's starting to get a resurgence on my channel. So yeah, anyway, got a lot done here. Definitely wish I could have done more, but you know, of course, insanity mod, am I right? So have a good one, guys. Take care. And also, we did it. We hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all for that one, and take care.